Hey everybody, so today we're going to talk about LA Prompt, which is the Learning Assistant Program Management Tool, and we're going to begin with introductions. My name is Nimi. I am a senior leader with the program, and currently I'm a fourth-year student studying computer science.
Hi, my name is Stephen Yagmore. I am also a senior leader in the Learning Assistant Program, and I will be a third-year chemical engineering major here at UNL. So we're going to go ahead and start just talking about the program really quickly. So first, I want to go ahead and just read the mission statement of the Learning Assistant Program. The Learning Assistant Program seeks to improve student experiences by providing supplemental learning experiences, improving the learning assistant's experience through timely, consistent training and support, improving the instructor's interaction with students and learning assistants, striving to promote diversity in computing, and providing continuity in training, information, and leadership development for the learning assistants and other stakeholders. We are not a typical undergraduate teaching assistant program. And there are a variety of stakeholders throughout the Learning Assistant Program, including the instructors, the CSE, department faculty, learning assistants, the program personnel, and first-year CSE students and students in intro computing courses.
All right, so I'll go ahead and explain you the goals we have with this application that we're going to call make the learning experience better. For the first-year students in the CSE courses during their office hours, we'll further tell you exactly how we want to better this experience for them. And then we also want to make just program management simpler, more efficient for us, the internal members of this program. So a little bit about human resources. In terms of hiring and recruitment, we have a lot of tools. We have several sheets, we have several applications. It's a very time-consuming process to actually schedule an interview, the application to fill out an application, and then for us to do evaluation and give feedback on that interview. The whole process is just very time-consuming, and everything needs to be done in a very short period of time, and there are just so many people that we need to interview and make decisions on. And right now, since the process is so time consuming, with this application we want a more centralized tool for our application process, our interviews.
All right, so furthermore, we want to look a little bit more into how we want to handle our evaluation process within this LA Prompt system. And so currently throughout the Learning Assistant Program, there are about 8+ surveys that we ask learning assistants and course leaders and senior leaders to fill out every single semester, because we want feedback to make our program better. And so right now, students can't give immediate feedback of their experience within LA. And then there's also a lack of a centralized system to conduct evaluations. This second one is really important. We have so many Google Forms. We have so many means in which we ask for an evaluation. We have to send them out through email. We have to collect all the responses. We have to compile the responses separately. We have to analyze trends separately, all in different locations. And so a solution that we're looking for is to create an evaluation tool for surveys, asking students for immediate feedback and to provide the learning assistants with ways to improve. And we want this to all be centralized. We want it to be in a way in which the evaluation process, creating an evaluation, getting the responses, all the data automatically appears on a certain interface. We want all that to be centralized and in a place where it can make the workload significantly decrease. And then finally, we want to create a better way in which we can utilize our system for having office hours. So currently, with over 87 sessions a week, helping almost 200 students each week, the learning assistants currently struggle to keep track of all of these students due to a lack of a proper queuing system, meaning that the order in which the students are helped right now, we don't have a great way of doing this. And because of that, students can end up waiting a long time for help. The solution we're looking for is a platform that allows for easy tracking of assistance and asking for assistance, a way that students in LAs can go to one location, students can queue themselves easily, and the LAs know exactly who to help next.
And then a little bit about the analytics. What potentially this application contains. You'll be building a framework to help us find patterns in our data. This will also allow you to implement new technologies in AI. So that's definitely something you would want to consider.
Why would you want to join our project? We have a variety of reasons in which someone like you would want to join this project. First and foremost, being the freedom of development. You have a lot of freedom, a lot of leeway with this project, and we're looking for your input as well in helping us design this type of system. You will also be building from scratch with a solid conceptual design, and the impact that you have will directly affect your fellow CSE classmates. You're going to be helping all the students and all the learning assistants within those first year courses.
Plus, no matter where your inclination is, UX, front-end, back-end, data management, data analyst, you can do it in this project. You can choose where your inclination is and develop for that side. The accessible support system made for familiar faces, that would be us. And something unique about this project, it is coming from developers to other developers, which you won't find in any other project. And what I mean by that is us as coders, we know exactly what you're looking from your stakeholders, and we will give you that. Okay, so a little bit, we want to kind of show you the wireframes that we have been developing over the past few months. And something that I would like to let you know is that there would be 3 potential groups of users who would be using this application. There will be the admin view, so that would be us senior leaders and the faculty members in this program who would be using this application. Then we'd have a LA view, which will basically mean all the LAs in the program would be using this tool, so we need a separate view for them. And then, of course, another user would be the student themselves, who would be logging into the system for office hour help. And so basically, it would be one application catering to different groups of users. And so this slide basically shows you sort of the landing page for the admin view and kind of what we're going for.
Within the admin view itself, as you saw in the last slide, there are multiple different areas in which you can analyze the learning assistant program. One of those being the evaluations. On this slide, you can see the different types of evaluations, the different surveys, and an analysis of those. A summary showing how students in the LAs responded to different questions, as well as individual responses showing how each specific person answered a specific question.
All right, we would also kind of go for the recruitment and hiring side again. We wanted an application where we can create our LA applications and schedule interviews and stuff. So this is kind of what we would look for in the admin view side for our human resources aspect, where we can create an application for students and have the ability to send them out.
Furthermore, looking at the LA view, or in this case, it would also apply to the student view, looking at the learning assistant application itself. When someone wants to apply to be in LA, this would be the place they go. They can easily access the learning assistant application, fill out the questions that we find necessary that we want from a learning assistant, and from here be able to schedule an interview easily.
And you'd also want to provide them with a calendar to schedule an interview, something more like on the side of Calendly, where there are slots, you see the calendar, and you can sign up for those slots. All right, and then, of course, we talked about the office hour queuing system, and basically what this means is that we want a system where you can see the scheduled office hours for today, all the people in the queue, and who all is present currently at that moment inside Avery 15 where we conduct our office hours. And accordingly, we can assist a student. Well, the LA would have the chance to assist a student or call for backup if they feel that there are very few learning assistants present.
As you can see here, this would be an example of a call for backup. Let's say there are so many students that are trying to attend office hours and not enough LAs to help out, and LA could easily reach out and say, hey, other learning assistants, I need some more help. The message would go out through Slack or through email, and they could specify how many students currently need help, how many LAs are present, and any additional notes they may have, just to help with the office hour process and help make sure that all students are getting assistance.
And then, of course, there would be the student view in terms of getting help, where they would virtually be raising their hands, kind of explain what they're working on, where they're stuck at in their assignment, what they have tried, and any additional notes, so that by the time the LA is there, they kind of have a general overview of what the student's trying to do.
And as you can see right here, a student comes in here, they raise their virtual hand, putting them in the queue. You can see the little message, you're getting help. And at this point, the learning assistants would be able to access this list and know exactly who it's time to help out next.
And then, of course, we want feedback on how their help they received was. And so the system would automatically prompt them for a very small feedback form.
And so that's the majority of what LA Prompt would be and what we're looking from LA Prompt. We thank you so much for listening to our presentation. And if you have any additional questions whatsoever, there are multiple ways in which you can reach us. You can email us directly at learningassistance@cse.unl.edu, or you can use the link on the right-hand side of this presentation, which would access our webpage if you're looking for any more additional information. Thank you so much.